The NHS says you should marry your first cousin. J.K. Rowling has had enough of the Harry Potter kids bullshit, but don't worry because AI is replacing all the actors anyway. But first, I want you to just be able to get this off your mind. We're going to go over some important stories we're ignoring. Trump announced that he plans to send troops to Portland, and the locals are not happy about it. New York City, the financial capital of the world, is about to elect a communist mayor, Zoran Mamdani. China has supposedly developed bone glue that heals fractures in minutes. Also, there were a lot of shootings. 4 people were shot on the side of the highway in Alexandria, Louisiana. 8 people were shot and 3 are dead in Southport, North Carolina. 4 people were shot in a parking lot in Raleigh, North Carolina. 10 people were shot and 1 was killed at a church in Grand Blanc, Michigan. 4 people were shot and 1 was killed on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. 7 people were shot and 2 were killed at a casino in Eagle Pass, Texas.
Oh yeah, some kid shot up the school.
Who shot up the school? Was it you?
No.
Did you get shot?
No.
Oh. Well, what's this about failing a math quiz?
I thought I told everybody to calm down just last week. I literally said, try not to kill each other over the weekend. I do think everyone's brains are breaking a little bit, and I'm worried about us as a society. And most importantly, I don't want to have to rename this section important shootings we're ignoring. And the weirdest, most important story we're ignoring, an illegal immigrant somehow became the superintendent of public schools in Des Moines, Iowa. His deportation order was issued in May 2024 by the Biden administration. There's no way this wasn't DEI because it was just all white women who were like, oh, cool. He's black and he has an accent. Make him the superintendent.
Whoa, that's great. The pilot was chosen because of their skin color. Hey, I have to pretend to be mad you said that.
I don't know how this happened. This guy was a registered voter. He lied on his visa application somehow, but it still got passed through New York. It's a very weird story, and it's really making me believe that Trump won 3 times.
I'm gonna come.
I'm Bridget Phetasy, and this is your Dumpster Fire. Welcome to Dumpster Fire, where we make burgers out of your sacred cows. We premiere new episodes every Tuesday and Friday at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central. Please join us in the chat. One of us is always there as best we can. If you want to keep track of everything we do, go to Phetasy.com to see all the content we're churning out, which is a lot. A lot of you heeded my call to subscribe, and thank you. Thank you. You made me so happy over this horrific weekend of mass shootings. It does give me so much joy to entertain you, and I love being able to continue to do that. And you guys make that possible, our little independent record label. All right. The NHS released a report claiming that first cousin marriage has, quote, benefits, saying that first cousin marriage is linked to stronger extended family support systems and economic advantages.
I am about to do something to you that you will not remember until you're 40. Hey, come back here. I meant sex.
To be fair, they're already walking it back because they got roundly dunked on by the left, right, and center. But when you're explaining what you meant when you said cousins can get married, you're already doing it wrong. It reminds me of that meme, the Mike Jin meme that I love. My not involved in human trafficking t-shirt has people asking a lot of questions already answered by my shirt. What prompted them to make this announcement in the first place, you might ask? Well, you probably aren't asking that if you're our audience. It's obvious that they're pandering to the immigrant population, and we did an episode a couple of weeks ago, which not enough of you watched, in my humble opinion, about how the UK is fucking cooked. Qatar owns more of London than the royal family does. There were a lot of funny jokes about how the entire royal family is inbred anyways. At first, you might think they were talking to the royals in UK, but you'd be wrong. They were actually pandering to the Pakistani population, I think. There was a video going viral, and I don't know if it's true, but it was of a girl. She's a teen, and she was holding up the UK flag, and then some cops came and snatched it out of her hand. If your flag, your own flag, is considered racist by the police
in your country,
in your own country, you've been conquered. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to hear it from an old white lady in America. The wheels are coming off the bus. You should probably get out while the getting is good, although I don't know where you're going to go because the rest of Europe is lost too, probably. But UK is cooked. There was another video going viral of a barrister with his little white wig, and he was talking about how he was sentencing some guy. Again, I don't know if this is a sketch or if it was real. I don't know what's fucking real anymore, and I don't have time to look for you guys anymore. But I'm pretty sure it was real. And he was sentencing some guy to 2 years or something.
for a Facebook
For
post.
a Facebook post.
Yeah.
For the offence of publishing written material in order to stir up racial hatred, there are sentencing guidelines which I must and will follow. For a Category 2A offence, the starting point is 2 years imprisonment.
For a Facebook post. You cannot comprehend how fucked it is in the UK right now. And I know everybody's like, oh no, Bridget, it's not that bad. Oh no, Bridget, it's not that bad. You see, we've got J.K. Rowling, and you do. And she's your only saving grace. And hopefully she will now take her battle to the Pakistani rape gangs. I think she has been battling that, actually. Yeah. She's like one of the few. The UK is becoming the new Australia. It is a new prison colony for its own citizens. It's actually good that the internet clapped back and they walked it back so quickly, because the NHS maybe learned from its decade of corruption, backing all of the insane gender ideology stuff that it got behind. They're the people who brought us chest feeder and cervix haver and Tavistock, which has all been basically overturned. The transgender protocols and all the nonsense that we all knew was insane. And they got behind it. So why would I trust this beloved institution that is telling me that I should marry my cousin?
Yeah, my wife is my cousin or whatever, but it's not like what you think, whatever, you know.
It's pretty fucked up. I mean, talk about patriarchy so crafty. You think that these women in these situations who have to marry their first cousin want to marry their first cousin and have kids that have all kinds of weird genetic disabilities, and you think that they even have any kind of voice in this situation? No, they don't, because they're under 7 layers of clothing and can't even make eye contact and don't have any say in this matter. And so when you're saying, oh, this is good to do and this is good and important, you're just backing up a system that totally erases women and their voice. And you know, if there were anything at all stand for anything on this show, it's women! Women! Before our next segment, don't forget to like, subscribe, touch my bells and buttons, and tell your friends about us. We hit 100,000. Thank you so much, you guys. We're figuring out the whole shoot for the Mexican weather report, and we will get it done, as I said, by the end of October. You have to stick around through the ad to see the weather report, though, guys. Sorry, them's the rules. You all know how much I love my Bon Charge face mask. Getting older absolutely sucks ass. It's not for the faint of heart. It's really traumatic to look in the mirror some days, but that's why I love my Bon Charge red light face mask. I use it for 10 minutes every night, and I feel beautiful when I'm using it. And you can use it while you're watching TV or cooking a meal or putting the kids to bed. For me, it's my me time. It's 10 minutes to myself that I can stop and be John Hamm with the world exploding behind him with a red light face mask on. I know it makes me feel better, and I know it makes me look better because the red light face mask boosts collagen and elastin production and helps get rid of those fine lines and wrinkles and even my sunspot. It also helps with sore jaw, eczema, migraines, acne, scar tissue, wound healing, razor burn, and even ingrown facial hair. I have seen a noticeable difference in my fine lines and wrinkles, and even on my sunspot. Go to bondcharge.com/Bridget and use coupon code Bridget to save 15%. And the holidays are coming up. I can't believe it. I can't believe how quickly they're coming up, but they're here. Now let's check the weather with Jackie Guerrido.
De mañana ya estamos viendo calor a la vista nuevamente, también bastante soleadito en su mayoría, las temperaturas rondando entre los 84 para Hollywood, 83 para Los Ángeles. ¿Y qué pasará los próximos 7 días de la semana? Viene un viernes con posibilidades de lluvia, baja la temperatura, se nubla. Valles para el día de mañana, mucho calor, 82 sobre 56. Llega este viernes, baja la temperatura, posible lluvia igualmente.
Thank you, Jackie. I had to explain that whole Mexican weather thing at a dinner the other night with a bunch of fancy people, and let me tell you, they were dying laughing. In a recent podcast interview, Emma Watson was asked about J.K. Rowling, and she said, "It's my deepest wish that I hope people who don't agree with my opinion will love me, and I hope I can keep loving people who don't necessarily share the same opinion with." Oh, and that's nice of you to say after years of basically throwing JK under the bus. And JK was basically like, that bitch doesn't know what reality is. She's been rich since she was 10. Well, she didn't say that, but what she actually said was, like other people who've never experienced adult life uncushioned by wealth and fame, Emma has so little experience of real life, she's ignorant of how ignorant she is. She'll never need a homeless shelter. Is she ever likely to need a state-run rape crisis center that refuses to guarantee an all-pay meal service? To find herself sharing a prison cell with a male rapist who's identified into the women's prison? No. You really don't want to get on a writer's bad side. I'm sure JK sounds much more lovely than that. I just feel like doing accents poorly today. She wrote a very long 800-word response to this because it's the first time she's mentioned Emma Watson by name in this many, many years long feud that they've had silently. Well, basically Emma throwing her under the bus and JK being the bigger person and not saying anything. And finally, after this hypocritical statement that Emma made, now that it's fashionable to not believe that men can become women, she had it and said something, and it's beautifully written. You really don't want to get on a writer's bad side. It's like I've always said, never a writer. I believe I've said that many times on this podcast. And my husband said to J.K. Rowling, who responded to him?
He stole your line.
He stole my line, and then he gets accolades.
Yeah, this is patriarchy, so crap.
This is evidence of the patriarchy. I don't care. I love that she responded to him. It's so cute. And he was like, ooh. And then he started getting dunked on by a bunch of people. And he was like, oh, wow, this is like really interesting to observe. And I was like, yeah, welcome to my world. He's like, I know. And it's a fraction of like what you and what someone like JK gets. And I can't even imagine how insane this is. And so thank you, JK, for giving my husband some insight into what we have to put up with on that godforsaken site so that we can fight for women! Women! I do like this story because it's more proof that people no longer give a crap about appeasing crazy people. J.K. Rowling is a huge reason why we're able to speak freely right now. I talked about this in my piece for Unheard about the gift of fear, how America doesn't have a J.K. Rowling. Where we would be with this gender stuff if we did actually have someone like Oprah, who from the get was like, this is crazy and bullshit and no. Which was J.K. Rowling, and has never backed down from that. And therefore, Turf Island exists for a reason. It's so weird to think about how we have had to count on the rich to be rich enough to be uncancelable for us to be able to eventually say what we want to say and what is actually reality. Because Chappelle, Rogan, and J.K. Rowling, despite being attempted to be canceled, are examples of people who kept going because they were uncancelable. That's a tough word to say. So they kept that language in the zeitgeist, and they kept the Overton window. They were trying to just close the Overton window. They weren't even trying to move it. They were trying to just shut it down. No discourse. You're not allowed to talk about this. And it really did help the rest of us, little guys like me, continue to speak up. Because if they canceled Rogan, we would have been kicked off YouTube back in 2020 and 2021 instead of just being sent into the backwaters for a couple of years to do some penance. It really did help the rest of us, truly. If they were already too big to fail and too rich to care. But they all had kind of, FU money. But we can't live in a society where you have to be rich enough to afford morals and be able to stand up for truth. That's not gonna last very long, our society. But more people side with JK than Emma now. And everybody's are completely gone.
I don't give a shit.
I don't think a few years ago, JK Rowling would have called out Emma to that degree. But JK was basically like, Emma's only saying something now because she's noticed that a full-throated attack on me is not as fashionable as it once was. The truth of the matter was, as is being evidenced in the UK protests and protests all over the world, and everything that's happening in America, way more people are actually on the side of men can't be women than are not. Imagine that. They're just not afraid to say it. They're not afraid they're going to lose their job. People were terrified that they would lose their job, and some people did lose their jobs, or family members, or got kicked out of different groups. And so everyone's like, F it, I don't care anymore. What? What am I, a racist? I'm transphobic? I'm homophobic? I'm whatever. People are done with it. Yes, I am. Thank you. Okay, I'm done. Now, I do think we can forgive people who have come to their senses and are now coming around to the idea that perhaps they were just going along with a trendy ideology that destroyed lives and rendered gays, autists, and women infertile and have all kinds of long-lasting problems, but you don't give a shit about that. You don't care about the women in prison who were raped, and you don't care about the women in rape shelters who felt unsafe by being forced to be around males in them. We will forgive you for your transgression of being just a bottom-level, basic coward. Truly, I can't imagine anything more cowardly than saying men can be women with a straight face.
Are you a pacifist? No, sir, I'm not a pacifist, sir. I'm a coward.
Getting behind that lie because you were either afraid or you believed it, even more crazy to me, is just baseline. This is like basic biology. You learn this as one of the first fundamental differences in how we organize reality in our world as a young child. And you're going to go along. Doctors, I don't blame you because doctors went along with this, and whole entire institutions, and they changed language like birthing person. So I don't entirely blame you, but come on. We need our people to have a little more backbone than that. And we will forgive you, but we will never forget. We're definitely going to be out drinking one night, and someone's going to allowed to be like, remember that time when you said men could be women and thought they should be allowed in women's prisons and rape shelters? Like, bro, that was wild, man. That was wild. We went from 50 Shades of Gay to 28 gays later, and now we're all trying to purge the virus. We're making some progress, but with every trend, there's always a retracement. So we're making some progress, but it's not gone. It's not gone. But this won't matter anyway because they'll all be replaced by AI actresses. You've all heard me screaming, women! 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 For years now. I'm a big advocate for women in general and women's health in particular. And that's why I love Questline, a medical test specifically focused on women's health issues. They offer a basic women's health profile test that gives you a snapshot of your current health and wellness, women's hormone tests designed to identify imbalances associated with various health conditions, and specific tests for fertility, thyroid function, and even your menopause stage. I look like a very menopausal lady right now. The best part is you can get all of this information without a doctor's visit. Simply purchase a lab-based test and access women's health testing at a nearby location, or get immediate results at home with your at-home test kits. Your results are delivered online, quickly, and discreetly for lab-based tests included with your purchase. You have the option to discuss your results with an independent physician who may be able to prescribe treatment. So, ladies and men, there are male tests too. Prioritize your health and visit questhealth.com today. Use the code Bridget to get 25% off and find answers to the multitude of health questions you may have. That's questhealth.com and use the code Bridget for 25% off. Use the code Bridget. Link in the description below. Woo! All right. Multiple talent agents are reportedly in talks to sign AI actress Tilly Norwood, created by UK-based AI talent studio Sequoia.
You are looking at actress Tilly Norwood. Only here's the thing. She's not really an actress because she's not really a person. She is a product, 100% AI generated.
We need to make an AI me so we can run dumpster fire while I'm cooking. That would be amazing. I'm sure this company would work with me. They can just scan me looking all menopausal, perimenopausal, and then I can just be talking while I'm making banana bread. I just love that during the writer's strikes, all the producers and agents were circling around the actors. And that was the big story. They were like, no, you're not going to be replaced by AI. We're not going to replace you. You're not replaceable, baby. No one can replace you. Don't be crazy. You're a genius. You're a star. And then this week they're like, we're replacing you with AI. Actually, all of you writers and actresses and probably producers too. And we're all going to buy it because AI is playing us and we're all suckers. By the way, I refuse to use this AI chick's preferred pronouns.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
I will not refer to this clanker as her. This is not a person. This is an it. I'm actually pro AI actress, believe it or not. Bring it on. Bring it on. After this Emma Watson take, I can't wait till a trans AI actor takes jobs from AI actresses. I can't wait until a trans AI actor takes jobs from real actresses. Now I can see a world where actors are gone. And then we don't have to see... no, those stupid videos will still come out where they're like, I apologize for racism. But they're not going to be in real life. Who's going to tear down the posters of kidnapped children to free Palestine? Who's going to drink Pepsi to end racism? Who's going to glue themselves to the pavement to end climate change? It's going to be these actors who are out of work now because of AI. You will live to see Emma Watson throwing tomato soup at the Mona Lisa. They're going to lose their minds once they stop getting attention. Everybody's outraged about it today. All of these actors and actresses are going to have no choice but to go become George Soros paid protesters. Since this is a UK company, Tilly, is already doing endorsements with the NHS to promote cousin marriage.
Phetasy news.
All right. If you love Dumpster Fire, the best thing you can do is become a paid supporter at Phetasy.com. So many of you came to our rescue and saved the day this past week. We see you. We love you. We will be putting out even more content. You get the unedited version of this Dumpster Fire, and we leave a lot of inappropriate things on the cutting room floor. You also get access to everything else we're doing. And as I mentioned, it's a lot. Some might say too much.
Too many notes, Your Majesty.
Exactly. Very well put. Too many notes.
Join us on YouTube every Tuesday and Friday at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central for a new Dumpster Fire. Thank you to everyone who makes Dumpster Fire possible. Thank you to Ben, Kevin, and Better Phetasy. Thank you to Quest and Bon Charge for sponsoring today's episode. Thank you to all of you. We love you so much. You guys make my day. And honestly, you make me feel sane too. As long as there's a couple of you who still cling to some kind of reality in what increasingly feels like a matrix deteriorating under our feet.
The Matrix has attacked me.
I will continue to do this in real life until I'm a clanker. Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you, Bridget.
And now to cleanse your palate, the internet is glorious.
Oh, dude, look at this girl I just matched with.
Nice.
Still on the dating apps, huh?
Yeah.
I quit those.
You quit? Why?
Because every girl I'd matched with was like Job of the Hut.
Don't say that.
Dude, you can't say that.
Really,
it's true. Look, I just got a match. Jabba the Hutt.
What? No, there's no way, dude.
Look, all of my matches. Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt. What's your planet like? I'm from space. I like your profile. Why are you being rude? Hit me back.
Have you messaged any of them? I mean, what are their profiles?
Am I supposed to work with...
Is there a voice now?
What is this?
That's Jabba the
not
Hutt.
even English.
Sounds nice. I don't know.
No, they're not nice. Okay, I met up with one. I thought he was gonna like give me a blowjob. It was trying to eat me.
Well, yeah, that's Jabba the Hutt.
Look, you have your distance set to 8 million light years.
Oh, well, that's, I mean,
yeah, make that like 5 miles or something. That's what I have to say.
Not the whole galaxy.
New match.
All right,
Jenna. No.
Jenna.
Wait, the Hutt.
Jenna the Hutt. Okay, it's gonna take a second to read.
You've got to type.
Remember, life is absurd. Don't take yourself so damn seriously. Take the work seriously. Don't take yourself seriously. This has been your Dumpster Fire. I'm Bridget Phetasy. Now you make me rich. Now make me rich so I can continue to do what I love doing for you. People are always talking about the mainstream media. Mainstream media this, mainstream media that. What does this actually mean? If it's based on numbers, the mainstream media is no longer mainstream. Many podcast numbers dwarf the average mainstream show. So I'm curious what this phrase actually means to people. As new media has eclipsed the old guard, what is mainstream media today? What does that term mean to you? Are you biased against it? Do you believe it's biased against you? Do you think it even exists anymore? I want to hear from you. Join me, Bridget Phetasy, on Real America, Wednesday, October 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. We will be live discussing this. You can register to join the conversation at twoway.tv/BridgetZoom, or you can simply watch the episode at Real America Phetasy on YouTube. See you there.